So I get this question a lot, and I've addressed it in some of my other videos. And so I wanted to go over exactly what I'm referencing and how to fix it if you've got this issue. Now, this might not always be the issue with your meal, but this is 99% of the time what I see with these Super 70s and people having overheating issues. What I see very commonly is it's not something to do with your hydraulic tank not being full on fluid or the filter. That's what a lot of people end up doing. They end up changing the fluid, changing the filter, and then they're still having overheating issues. And then they'll go to changing out this. In this neck here, you have a mesh filter, and a lot of people don't even know that's there. So this whole bracket here has a like 8 or 9 inch tube that goes inside this tank back to about this far, and it's mesh all the way up through here, and your hydraulic fluid goes through that into this line. And then, like I said, you've got this cooler up here that cools the hydraulic fluid. What I see 99% of the time is people are using something like this right here. They're using a blower and they're blowing these out. And I've already blowed that out once. What I see the problem being is they don't have access to compressed air. And I'm just going to use a small air tank today to show you guys. But if you're getting overheating issues on your Super 70, what I see 99% of the problem is people are checking this and blowing it out, and you know they've got their fins clean. So you should be able to see through every fin up through there. And you probably can't with my phone because it's dark behind it. But you should have air between every blade in there. To get proper cooling for this chamber, you have to have airflow through it. If not, it just sits here and gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and then it raises your temperature, and then this little thing here reads that it's too hot, and it gives you a hot sensor reading on your meal, and it shuts your 70 down, and then you can't run it for 20 or 30 minutes. If you're trying to production saw, this is going to make you madder than far because it's going to mess with your whole system. So what you've got to do is you get up here and you look, and I blow mine out every day. I mean, we blow it out all the time, but I want to show you in this what is a problem. So you see like that little piece there and that piece there, and then there's some clogged right there. If you've got that in your radiator and you're not blowing out behind this with compressed air, and I mean hard compressed air, you're not clearing these fins. So you get buildup in those little fins all the way through there. And you can see how you can see through my radiator. See how you can see all the way through there, looking back at that? You need that all over the radiator, especially behind your hydraulic cooler right here. Because if you don't, what you're gonna run into is, like I said, you're gonna get that signal warning, and I'm gonna show you guys. So we're gonna put this, look at Speed Racer coming in here hot. We're gonna put this compressed air on here, and I'm gonna show you just how much blows out of this cooler when I do that. So give me a second, let me pop this on here. Sorry about that, I had to put the phone in my hand. But if you look here, watch this. So you see those little, how that's built up right in there? See that one right in there? Watch this. Look at all that dust coming out from that. And that's just one hole shooting through there. Now look over here. See them getting clogged right there? If you're getting overheating issues, I will bet that it's because you're not keeping this radiator compressed air cooled and blowing it out. That's what I see 99% of the time and why people are having trouble. And you can see right there how it's forcing air back through that system, just that little bit of me blowing through there. And if you're getting it blowing back towards you, that's because it's not going through it. So you've got to keep blowing through there. Now, like I said, if you do that and you're still having overheating issues, more than likely you've got something wrong with the mill, because when we first got these mills, we had the same issues, and it was because we didn't keep this cool enough between here, and it was causing airflow issues with this radiator cooler. So watch that and make sure that you're keeping it blowed out and clean behind both of these, this main thing here, because this has to cool your hydraulic system.